Hey guys, this is Nick from ForexNoobs.com with my midday analysis. If you enjoy this analysis and my other videos, hit the subscribe button below this video. Subscribing to my YouTube channel gives you an instant notification whenever I add a new video. Also, please hit the like button below if you find this video useful. So before I start the analysis, I want to explain how it works so you can actually use it in your trading. On most Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I hold a live analysis session for my Forex Mastermind students. These sessions are recorded and posted to YouTube. I say most because some days I'm busy and other days I'm not trading, and I have a rule: when I'm not trading, I do not post analysis. In the analysis, I look for price action reversal setups on around 10 to 20 pairs that I'm currently trading. I check every time frame for every pair, taking a systematic approach to doing analysis. Personally, I do this analysis several times per day, but only the midday session is recorded as most setups are spotted then. So what are setups? A reversal setup occurs when price stalls at an area of support resistance and a transition of power occurs, from buyers to sellers or from sellers to buyers. I wait for price to approach these areas and spot potential setups. But these setups are not actual trades. When I share a setup on this analysis, it doesn't mean I'm entering the trade right away. Setups are just setups, and many setups do not trigger, so they never actually become trades. But some of them do, of course, and some of them become trades. To understand this, you have to know a little bit about my strategy, which I share for free on forexfornoobs.com, and there's a link to the strategy also below. I use 4 different tags in the name of these analysis videos. The tags are in brackets at the end of the name. It's important to know these tags just so you understand what is in the video. So if you see no setups, that means there are no setups today, obviously. If you see upcoming setups on, that means there are no setups, but I have spotted some very strong support resistance areas, which may lead to setups later in the day. So that could be anywhere between a few hours to a whole day. And if it's tagged with setups on, that means there are setups today, and I'm sharing potential trades in the video itself. So let's get started with the analysis. Today is Thursday, the 13th of July 2017. Time is 16:03 here in the UK. So webinar is a bit late today. I got busy throughout the day, so I didn't really have time to do a webinar. So we're starting a bit late, but it shouldn't really make a difference. So let's take a look at the charts. All right, we're starting with the Euro JPY. There's nothing really much going on here. It's just kind of stuck in between support resistance areas right now. Let's take a quick look at New Zealand CAD. I don't know why these are at the top of my list, actually. New Zealand CAD in particular. Yeah, nothing going on there. I'm not tapping anything. What? There's a drumming? That makes no sense. Is it still there? Alright, well, I don't know. Anyway, let's just continue with the analysis, guys. So Euro USD, what's going on with Euro USD? It's just sitting on the support area. There's nothing that we could really trade here. USD JPY is in between areas right now. Who's still short on USD JPY? It was an awesome trade from earlier. From Tuesday, I think. Was it Tuesday that we took that trade? Yeah, it must have been. It must have been Tuesday. It was an awesome trade on Tuesday, and it seems to have pretty much stalled out right about here. Anyone still in? Or have you guys all exited? You're out, Jack. Lee's out. Alright, well, it sounds like all of you guys have exited, so... Hello, Rick. Yeah, well, I don't know what else to say about this trade. It was an awesome trade. It worked out really well. Uh, it's depending how long you stayed in this trade. It like depends obviously how long you stayed in. Because some people exited earlier, some people held on. It could have been worth upwards of 2R. So it was a really good trade in the end. It ended up being quite nice. However, AUDJPY, different story. AUDJPY ended up hitting my stop loss. So I made some nice profit on USDJPY, but AUDJPY, different story, ended up hitting my stop loss. Pretty unfortunate with this one. This one looked just as good as the other JPY trades, but it just didn't do what the other ones did, unfortunately. So this one just didn't play out as planned. But that happens, whatever. I still ended up profitable overall, so that's all that really matters. CAD-JPY also, that ended up being a really good trade. Although that one did turn around really fast, but it easily hit its target down here at the support area. I know several of you were in the CAD-JPY trade, so that's good work on that one, guys. Good work on USD-JPY, and well, I can't really say good work on AUD-JPY, but not every trade's going to be a winner. So there were 3 trades essentially from Tuesday. 2 of them ended up profitable. 1 ended up hitting stop. So I would say that that's pretty good overall. AUD CAD. Let's see what's going on there. Nothing much. It's hit this resistance area and it's sinking back down. But it's too late to enter a trade there, even if you wanted to. AUD New Zealand. Nothing much going on. AUD USD. Whoa. That is like a really nice looking indecision candle. Guys, are you excited? Because this excites me. This resistance area is exciting. This is a massively strong resistance area. Massive resistance area. It's held price back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. 10 times. It's held price back 10 times. And now it's attempting again. It's a very strong bullish trend on AUD USD, but this one has some potential. This one looks good, guys. This one looks good. Nice potential there. Maybe not all the way back down, because we are countering a very strong trend. So maybe not all the way back down to here, but there is some potential here. I'm very excited about this. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this one closely, guys. Potential short on AUD USD looks like a really nice setup. All right, Euro AUD. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, that's in between support resistance areas, so nothing much. Euro CAD in between areas. Nothing much. Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Nothing much. Euro New Zealand. Anyone still short on Euro New Zealand, or were they all closed out? Evan is asking, am I going to wait for the 12-hour close on AUD USD? Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. Analysis is just about spotting potential setups, but I haven't really made a trading plan for this setup. So, I don't know. Let's see. We'll see how it plays out. All right, GPAUD is sitting sitting nicely on support. It's just a bit above it, but there is potential here. Let's keep a close eye on GPAUD. We might be able to pull off a nice little long trade here. I mean, it is just above support. I would want it to sink a bit lower into it, but we're already seeing signs of price stalling on the support area. So there's definite potential here for further indecision and a potential reversal. Let's keep a close eye on GPAUD. It has some potential. GPJPY is just sitting in between areas, so nothing much here. I think we just went over CAD-JPY, Alex. Yeah, I don't really see anything here worth trading, man. This is a bad setup, Alex. This is really bad. Do you want to know why it's bad? Because there's a lot of reasons why it's bad. Number one, your stop loss needs to be all the way up here. Now, a lot of people are going to say, why does your stop loss need to be that high? Because when you place a stop loss, you need to place it in an area which is hard for price to hit. Now, I've already spoken to someone about this setup today, and they had their stop loss here, right? They had their stop loss there, and that is easy to hit. Why is that easy to hit? Because it's just been hit. Literally 24 hours ago, price was up here. So is it a challenge for buyers to get up here again? Not really. They've just been up there. So I want my stop loss in an area where buyers are going to find it hard to reach, which would be up here. So we're coming into this trade already with a stop loss all the way up here. So that's going to make our target pretty big. Now, our first potential target will probably be roughly at this bounce here. You might want to start thinking about taking some profit around about here. Why? Because we have a bounce there, so it's clear that there are buyers in this area. And if you look to the left, you also get some messiness through here. So you want to take some profit there, and that's only at 1-to-1. It's a horrible setup. Doesn't have enough room to, you don't have enough room to move. Your stop loss is way too big. And also, it's above resistance now, isn't it? Here, it was on resistance and it reversed. Then it pushed up and it's through resistance now. So this isn't really a reversal anymore. It's probably more like a continuation. It's gone past the point of resistance. It's a horrible setup. Not to mention, it's trending up like crazy too. So you're going counter trend above resistance with a huge stop loss. It's not a viable trade. Rodolfo is asking, where's my stop loss? Where's my support resistance on GBP AUD? It's at the 16670. All right, Lee is saying, I wish I had the chat up on the screen. It's a bit awkward having to read them all out, but it's not going to be up on the screen today, so I'm just going to have to read it. Lee is saying, you said you saw nothing on EURUSD, but I have support at the 1.4700 or 08, sorry, which look like a potential setup. Posted it to the forum. What do you think? What do I think? I think it's absolutely messy support resistance in this area. But I don't really see why you have yours there. I think where I have it makes a lot more sense. I have my area here based on these recent bounces. So yours would be here. Oh, actually, no, my mistake. Yours is just a tad lower. Let's just delete this and pull this one up. So yours is pretty much in line with my lower one. You just don't have one in between, is the thing. So you have yours roughly here, you don't have one in between. So you're saying on what time frame? That's a huge indecision candle though, man. So your entry would have to be up here. And your stop loss needs to be behind the barrier. You want it below support. So at the very least, your stop loss needs to be there. So you've got a stop loss around about here. And you're ignoring what looks like some pretty strong resistance. The one I had on here. All the way through. Even if you want to say this is minor, you know, you're free to say that this is some minor resistance here. But even if you want to say it's minor, that doesn't really matter in terms of the trade. It's still, you've got this huge stop loss, this target that's all the way over here, and price has to smash through this very, very strong area. Even if you want to say it's a minor area, it still held really, really well in the recent past. As it was going down, it held for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19 candles. That's 120 hours almost. 114 hours. Yeah, it's not something I'd see. It's not something I would see as a viable setup. Where were we? We did GBP JPY. Let's go GBP New Zealand. But it is in between areas, so there's nothing much that we would trade there. GBP USD is just doing whatever. Just a mess. New Zealand JPY. I've been waiting for New Zealand JPY to hit this resistance area for a while, and it just isn't doing what I want it to do. New Zealand USD, it did a big spike up through this resistance area, but there's not really much that we could do with this at the moment. Let's go for the final two. USD CAD is below support. USD CHF is just still ranging on support. Let's go back to USD CAD real quick and just have a quick look for some support resistance areas down below here. Don't really have that much data to use. Oh, I'm on the 8-hour chart. My mistake. Alright, this looks a little better. This line makes sense now. This area even. Cool. So we have an area down there, but that doesn't give us any trades. So we don't really have much forming for today, except for the AUDUSD potential short trade. I'm watching this on the 12-hour. I'm also watching it on the 6-hour. I want to see how it plays out. It has some good potential, but Also keep in mind that we are in the middle of a very strong AUD trend. So it's very, very possible that it's just going to like crash through this resistance area and it's finally going to break away from here. So, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. Just keep a close eye on it. There is a potential reversal forming there. Jack Tay is pointing out that AUDCHF looks just as good, so let's check that out. It's not a pair I would often trade, but thanks for watching the analysis. I hope it was useful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button below. Also, for instant notifications when I post analysis or other cool videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Once the setups I share in this analysis trigger, I post live updates as I manage the trade, such as my entry, exit, stop, and when to get out of the trade. For these updates, add me on Facebook or Twitter by clicking the buttons below. I'll see you in the next video.